Hello, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Beauty Hlonipha. On the streets, they call me the rich aunt. Today I'm here, it's a beautiful Sunday, and I want to make a commitment, guys. I want to commit to my subscribers so that we build a certain structure, right? So my commitment today is that I will be uploading videos every Sunday, simply because it's easier for me on a Sunday, and it works for me. So I've been looking at my schedule, and the best day for me to shoot a video is on a Sunday, or rather the best day that I will have time. Should I maybe record a vlog, I will only have the time to edit and post it on a Sunday. So my commitment is that you're gonna receive a notification every Sunday to say that Rich Aunt Hlonipha has posted a new video. So I want us to build structure. So every Sunday, do look out for my videos. Now that is out of the way, I want us to have a conversation. And I have titled this conversation The Last Quarter. And this conversation was inspired by the thoughts that I had in the morning when I woke up. So I woke up and I looked at the calendar and I realized that we are 2 weeks away to October, right? So meaning that in October, we are starting the last quarter of 2023. And one thing that I have realized about the last quarter of the year is that whatever decisions that you make in the last quarter will impact the new year that we are going to get into, right? Say, for example, you decide that you are going to settle one of your accounts, right? Maybe there's an account that you are currently paying, say, 700 Rand on it. In the next 3 months, if you decide that I want to settle this account, it means that you are adding 700 Rand that will be available for you to use in the next year, right? And also, should you decide on taking a new loan, it means that you are going to start the year with a new installment. You are going to start the year with an additional financial commitment. So the decisions that you make in this quarter will definitely impact your next year. So what am I saying is that the last quarter is a very critical quarter. In the last quarter, we are already planning for 2024. In the last quarter, we are reflecting and reviewing on our vision board, all the goals that we have set for ourselves. When the year 2023 began, I set 23 goals for the year 2023. And today I took some time to actually go through those goals, to tick off the goals that we have already achieved. There's a few actually. I was so proud of myself and I was like, it was not such a bad year after all. There's quite a lot of things that I ticked out of my 23 goals for 2023, right? Meaning that in the next 3 months, I'm now preparing myself to work towards achieving the ones that I believe that I can achieve in the next 3 months. But then that takes intentionality. Now I really have to be intentional to say that we are doing this. In 3 months, there is a lot that you can achieve. You can, I set a goal to say that I want to lose about 10 kg. And believe you me, instead of losing the 10 kg, I actually gained, I think, 2 more kilograms in this year. So now I can decide right now that from the month of October, I will actually look at my diet. For the month of, or rather for the next quarter, I will start looking at what is it that I'm putting into my body. I will start exercising. If I start in October and do it consistently for 3 months, I can actually be halfway through to where we actually want to be. right? So those are the things that in the last quarter you should actually be doing, especially in this month, like this 2 weeks that's left. It's a time for you to reflect on the goals that you have set for yourself, tick off the ones that you have achieved, and make notes on the ones that you need to work on, and then be intentional. Have a plan in place as to how are we going to do this. I know one of my other goals was that by the end of the year, the 2 credit cards that I have, they must be paid off and settled and closed. And I still have outstanding balances on both of them. But in the next 3 months, I am planning that I'm going to be working towards paying off those credit cards because the goal was set, right? So it means that we are cutting down on a lot of things in the month of October, November, and December. You know, the stockful monies that are coming my way, I know what am I going to do about that? What am I going to do with the money that's coming? Because we have set a goal, and in the past 9 months, I didn't do anything about it. I was just paying my normal installment towards the credit card, and you know how the credit card is. Come times whereby you have an emergency, we tap into the credit card. So meaning that the installments that I have been paying, I have actually reused the money again. But now I can intentionally say that I will be working on paying off those credit cards, and it's gonna be very possible in 3 months for me to do it, you know, especially now that there's a few things that I've ticked off, and I was so proud of myself to say it was really not such a bad year. You know, I was able to attain this, attain that, and now it also starts to make sense that okay, because this is now out of the way, it means that we can actually focus on this, because also my goals, they are not just my own goals. I set goals for my siblings as well. They will go as part of my own goals. You know, one of my goals was that my sister must graduate this year, and she's graduating next month, meaning that I will not be taking care of her from when she graduates. I'm joking. Yes, I will be taking care of her, but then she's no longer going to school. You know, we're no longer buying textbooks. We're no longer doing this. We're no longer doing that. It means that a few hundred rands are coming back. So if they are coming back from the month of October, I take those few hundreds, I put it into the credit card. We just recently got a promotion and a raise of a salary. I was actually able to sit down to reflect, Uguti, what is the plan with the increase? What am I going to be doing? Because my previous income was able to cover me up to here, right? Maybe I was then left with a young 300 nyana, 400 rand nyana, you know? But the plan is that I'm not going to add anything to my life that will actually want me to spend the money that I will be getting that's extra. So meaning that the extra money in the next 3 months, we're gonna pretend like I'm gonna increase, and I'm gonna take that money and put it into the credit card. And by the end of December, those credit cards will be paid off. So what am I saying? The conversation needs to happen with yourself. You need to sit down, you need to reflect, and you need to start making certain decisions in the next quarter to say, what is it that we are going to be doing? What is it that we want to take into the new year? One thing I know is that I want to take a financially well beauty into the next year. So a financially well me is one that will not have credit cards with balances that I'm owing in my name, right? I am taking a financially well me. So also, this is the time to start setting your goals for next year. So you will be reflecting on the goals that you've set for yourself, the ones that you did not achieve. Are they attainable in the next 3 months? If not, they will be first priority in the next year. So the last quarter, guys, is a very important one. It's a one that you need to be very careful about the decisions that you will be making. You need to be very careful. If you want to travel in December, you want to go on a holiday, and you're going to take a credit card, know that you are taking a new debt with you into the new year. Or we can decide that we are traveling. I want to travel in December. The next 3 months, let me save towards the trip that I want to go the month of December. But don't you dare decide November that I feel like ending this year, with a trip nyana. If that trip was not planned for, don't go. Don't just decide now. Rather, start planning for your trips for next year. Start having a plan as to what am I going to be doing? How much will I need to save to actually go to Zanzibar in November? You will need to start now. And when you start setting those goals, you actually will see what, for me to attain this goal, which beauty am I taking with in the new year? If I say I want to go to Zanzibar, it means that the beauty that I need to take with into the new year is a beauty that will be able to afford Zanzibar. So that beauty must settle what? The credit cards, the short-term loans that are there. And I know that from the credit card that I was paying 300 Rand, I now have the 300 Rand in my pocket. The other credit card that I was paying 400 Rand, it means that we have 700 Rand in the pocket. I hope this makes sense. So whatever decisions that you will be making right now, they are going to impact you into the year 2024. If you said that you need to get a new job and you haven't actually sent out the CVs, it means that in 2024, you are taking the same old self who's working for the same company that we said we want to leave, that company that you say that frustrates you. You are taking the same you into the next year. You are taking the same frustrated you that's working in the same company. My tip to you is that if where you are working right now, you are not happy, in the next 3 months, focus on developing either a certain skill that will help you get a new job, or work on your CV. Take this week to start working on your CV and actually start sending out your CV to the places that you want to work at. Because we always just, we speak and speak and speak and speak and write and write and write and write, but we don't go back and reflect because we just want to wing life. We just want to take it one day at a time. One day at a time, then the year is finished. Kuphelile 2023, and then the next year we are doing the same thing, one day at a time. What? It starts now. So you need to start planning for 2024 right now. You need to start making the decisions for the last quarter right now. You need to go and relook at your finances and decide, what is it that I want for myself? Especially in finances, guys. Because truth be told, a lot of our anxiety, a lot of our stresses comes from our finances. So now you need to go and decide that, what decisions will I be making? And be very, very careful. How about mmereko wa di tombstone unveiling? Don't just say I will pop up this much. Take a step back and really decide, do I have money to contribute towards this? So don't just make decisions. Think like this is the time whereby you have to be careful with where you say yes and where you say no. Relook at your boundaries. Relook at your circle. Do you want to take the same friends with you in the year 2024? This is the time. We cut people out. The best time to cut people out, it is in the last quarter. Like when they call you, Barry, are we not going out for drinks? You say, no, not now. This is the time to actually start reflecting on your circle. What has your circle brought to you? What is the good that you have achieved, or what is the good that you have gained from your circle? Are you taking the same people with you in the next year? This is the time to be reflecting on the year that we want to have next year and the year that we have had thus far. And in the next 3 months, we are preparing and working on closing off 2023 and getting ready to open a new 2024. So if you want to take a healed you need to start the healing process now. You need to start the healing journey now. In 3 months, you can be halfway where you want to be. So your healing journey needs to start in this quarter. So you need to put the work right now. You need to make the decisions right now. So what am I saying? Work on your goals for next year. Decide what you're taking with you in the next year. The decisions you make now will affect your 2024. I'm gonna close off this video right here. Let's go and reflect. Let's go and look for what is it that I want for myself, and what work do I need to put in the last quarter. Let's go and reflect and start making right decisions. Let's start planning for in this 3 months, what is it that we are going to do. Have yourself a beautiful, beautiful week. I love you so much.